All right, welcome back, everyone. It is 9 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for starting your day and week with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. You know, we're dreaming about California temperatures, but right now we are in the midst of preparing for what is set to be a winter storm.
Yeah, I could not think of a song more polar opposite as compared to what it looks like across parts of central and southern Indiana. And yes, it is the winter storm that we have been anticipating over really the past week or so. And I wanted to show you how this is already impacting parts of the state. This is down the US 41 corridor over in western Indiana, down near Vincennes. This is Knox County. This is a main thoroughfare. So the snow has already started to move in and accumulate even on these main roads. I know we've had over 500 crews across the state out trying to pre-treat and get things ready for this incoming snow, but yeah, it's still going to start to pile up. Now, as this whole storm system lifts its way off to the northeast, we are anticipating the first few flurries around the Indy Metro within the hour or so. But what's happening is a lot of that heavier snowfall down to our south is lifting into very dry air that's starting to cut off the moisture source a little bit. So initially this will be just some light scattered snow before the heavier snow bands set up. That will then overcome the drier air and we'll start to see those accumulations becoming more widespread into this afternoon. All of this associated with this area of low pressure that is bringing widespread impacts, very heavy snowfall. We have full-on ice storms possible as we get into southern portions of Missouri, and you can see that snow sleet line that's been impacting portions of western Kentucky so far today. This whole storm complex is moving from west to east. So again, we are just getting in on the leading edge of this before this becomes a more active event overall today. Here's the latest from the National Weather Service. It's our winter storm warning where we've had Lafayette to Kokomo, even Carroll County added to that warning zone. And then north of there where we're anticipating slightly lower snowfall totals, the winter weather advisory that will be in effect for today through early Monday. Here's the latest timeline on this. Mentioned the potential of that dry air initially winning out. I think that's going to be the case as far as accumulation goes between now and about 3 p.m. Then those heavy snow bands will set up, especially where you see those darker blue colors from Martinsville to Greensburg, and the heaviest snowfall falling at 1 to 2 inches per hour. This is going to be a heavy wet snow between about 6 p.m. and midnight, and then snow showers will continue during the overnight with a little bit of a lull across southern Indiana. That's when the wind speed will pick up, and we've got drifting snow to talk about as this becomes a more dry snow. So lots to cover in your full forecast. We'll break down this timeline, of course, again, and get you updated on the latest snowfall potential in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. We know right now Governor Holcomb has activated the National Guard to help first responders with the winter storm. The response package includes Indiana National Guard highway assistance teams that are available to help stranded motorists and support other types of winter emergencies. Meanwhile, DPW crews are heading out this morning here in Indy to start pre-treating the roads, and city leaders say they are preparing for what's to come. Our Anna Chalker has been keeping an eye on the roads and where the snow plows are heading. And Anna, we do know you're at where the DPW headquarters is right now.
We are, Matthew. We've been out here for the last couple of hours as trucks have come in and out from the night shift, just getting everything ready. I will tell you now, it is snowing over here. They are ready to go. They were out here before all these flakes started coming down. I mean, they've been sitting behind me for the last couple of hours, really not that much. But I do want to show you right now exactly, if you want to know where all the trucks are in your state, this is an app right now. You can go to 511in.org. It shows you where all the snow plows are in our state right now. As you can see, all below Indianapolis, where we're expecting all of this really to hit the most of it. But again, this is exactly, you can go here right now, see where those snow plows are, look closer to your neighborhood, also see what direction they're traveling, because it's going to be important to kind of stay out of their way, give them enough distance, because we know there's a lot of salt they got to lay down. They got to get ready for these roads and all the traffic coming out. Crews telling us, you know, just be patient. We know there's a lot of crews out here, but there's a lot of snow coming, so they just want you to be patient with them, emergency crews, just anyone making sure getting out to keep you safe throughout the rest of the day. If you have any concerns here in Indy, they encourage you to call 211. They can get out to your neighborhood. Crews can make sure, help get anything out in the road. Just, again, patience. That's what we're asking. That's what these crews are asking. We'll be checking back in with these crews throughout the rest of the morning, kind of seeing where they're going within the next hour. We'll have that coming up at 9:30.
All right, certainly some great advice. Our Anna Chalker reporting live for us. Stay safe, Anna. Meanwhile, first responders have been preparing all weekend long for the weekend storm ahead, and they say they want you to be prepared as well. The Bargersville Fire Department issued some things to be careful of. They say when you're heating your home, be cautious of things like space heaters and ovens when you're trying to heat your home. Fire officials say also to leave the doors open to your faucet cabinets to help make sure pipes don't freeze. We spoke to the Bargersville chief of the fire deputy, Mike Precautions. He tells us before you leave the house, also make sure you have the proper clothing on.
If you dress in layers as you work, you can peel those layers off. Keep the head protected with a stocking cap because that's where we lose a lot of our heat.
The chief also says be patient with emergency crews over the next couple of days as they could be responding to a lot of calls all at once. Meanwhile, warming centers will be open across the state this weekend for anyone who needs a safe and warm place to call home. You can call 211 to find the closest warming center to you. And if you do have to head out during the storm, maybe to warmer weather, we could see some delays at Indy's airport. The airport does have a snow team that works 24/7 to keep runways and roads clear. But they're also reminding folks to check with your airline before you get there in case the snow causes any delays or cancellations. At last check on FlightAware website, Indianapolis International Airport had at least 20 cancellations so far today, so be sure to make sure you have that information before you head to the airport. The Colts, they have their final game of the season. They're prepping for the storm as well. So to keep fans safe today, crews have spent all yesterday salting sidewalks, entry points, and parking lots near the convention center and stadium. They'll also be out busy shoveling and salting before today's kickoff at 1 p.m. And remember, you can keep up to date with the timing and snow totals with the live Doppler 13 weather app. Our meteorologists have been working around the clock to keep it updated, and we'll be sure to track where it's all happening in your neighborhood. It is a free download in your phone's app store. And with this winter storm coming, Indianapolis Animal Care Services is working to help get cats and strays sheltered. They hosted a pop-up winter shelter pickup event yesterday. Now, this is not an adoption event. Instead, people got to pick up free shelters for cats that will maybe be left outside during the cold weather. We spoke with one organizer who says the turnout Saturday shows just how much people care for animals here in Indy.
I've never seen this kind of need before. It resounds in the number of cases that we get for requests for assistance for cats outside.
The group Indy Neighborhood Cats typically gives out around 1,500 to 1,900 of these shelters per year. Before this weekend's event, they had already distributed 2,000.